What's going on, guys? I am in China and I'm lost. Oh my god, this room is massive. What is that? Okay, bathroom's over there. This place is huge. Wow, yeah, I'm a little bit spoiled. This is incredible. I've got a huge view out here. I can see a building. I don't know what building that is, but it looks really old and ancient. I've never been to Beijing before. I've been to China before, but never been to any of the major cities, really, except for Chengdu, I think. And so I'm excited. I'm here for a little bit of a super quick trip to explore Beijing for a day, and then the Great Wall of China for like 4 days. So I'm super excited, but I'm also very, very, very tired. So I'm going to sleep today and then get at it tomorrow. Good night. After waking up and having one of those "where am I" moments that you can only have when you're traveling way too fast, I headed out into the streets where it became pretty obvious that I was in China. I'm being a bit of a tourist in Beijing. I'm in Tiananmen Square, and yeah, just walking around, gonna do Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City. I am mind blown by how much China has changed in the 10, 12 years since I was here. It's like a whole different country. It's absolutely unreal how much things have changed here. The China I remember was dirty, loud, polluted, and very aggressive. Now it feels like a totally different country. Hardly a spot of garbage anywhere. The noise levels are down at a pretty normal level. Even the cars aren't honking hardly at all, and most of them are electric. And as we head into the Forbidden City, it becomes evident that even the pop society has changed. Though all the local tourists are dressed up in traditional outfits for their social media pictures, they're flashing American pop hand signs and striking K-pop poses. Honestly, China has stepped up, and I have to give it props. The last time I left China, I said, I loved it, but it was one of the hardest countries I'd ever traveled. This time I'm saying, wow, I'm loving the vibe. And honestly, I'm surprised that I'm feeling this way. I didn't have a goal of taking or making a lot of photos today, but I couldn't help myself. I took nearly 100 images, and these were my favorite 8. The next morning, I headed out of the city. Touristy Brendan continues here on day 2 in Beijing. I am at the Great Wall of China. Well, I'm at the parking lot for the Great Wall of China. I have been to part of the Great Wall of China before. About 13 years ago, I was on the westernmost part. Here I'm at, I don't know what this part is called. And even if I did, I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. But I'm at a section that looks extremely steep. Way off in the background, in the haze, you can see the zigzagging step up to the top. Crazy, crazy, crazy place. And I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of walking. I have my 100 to 400 in my hand. I have my 14 to 35 in my pocket. So if I find a photo, I'll take it. If not, just enjoy the views. Okay, climbing. There's a bunch of school groups here, and they have like loudspeakers. They're yelling, I don't know why. Anyway, we're at the entrance to the Great Wall, and it looks like it's a great number of stairs up to the wall. So we'll see how my knee holds up to this. 5 months post-op with a new knee. To be honest, this part of the Great Wall of China is the most touristy, but still, it's awesome. And the thing my knee injury taught me this year was to be grateful for every experience, even if it isn't perfect. I mean, I'm not just walking again, I'm walking on the freaking Great Wall of China. Yeah, officially on the Great Wall of China. Beautiful section, to be honest. And even in this like hazy weather we have right now, really beautiful views already from up here. This section of the wall, there's quite a bit of walking to be done if you want. There is a place 2.6 kilometers ahead that says that there's glass rafting from the top to the bottom. Whatever that is, I have no idea. But if it saves me steps going down, I want a part of that. So I'm gonna try to get to the glass rafting. The knee is holding up well, but to be honest, up isn't the issue, down is. Once I get up here, I have to find a way down too. It's such a good shooting spot that they have cameras built. I joke, but the sign didn't lie. Such a good spot for a photo. I'm cheating. I went up and down one side of the wall, and then as I was heading to the second section to go up, I found these like, I don't know what these things are. This random terrain up the next section. So I'm cheating. Don't tell anybody though. The ride up the hill to the top only cost me about $10. Honestly, the best tenner I've ever spent in my life. Even just for the fun factor. I saw the tracks coming down, and I thought that that was the way up, and then all of a sudden we just started going straight up the mountain, straight up the hill. Like, my camera's on my feet, I caught it with my feet, but it's steeper than it looks. This is cheating and I don't care. I clanked straight up the mountain wall and then twisted into some pretty awesome views. At the top, I remembered that I'm going to also have to go back down at some point. I should have spent another tenner. Whew, so first of all, that was definitely worth it. The views up here are incredible. But I should have paid up and down. I only paid up, now I gotta walk down. But what I was seeing that I wanted to do is this like glass floor rafting, but now I'm at the top, I can see it was way down at the bottom on the other side. So I guess that's not happening, but this was fun. And I guess now I'm gonna climb to the top, and then hike down, back down to the bottom. I don't call this cheating. It's not cheating. It's just working smarter rather than harder. The views are awesome, even in the haze, and the photos up here do work to some degree. But I'm feeling greedy, and I'm wondering if I can find a bit of a Great Wall that feels less like a theme park and a little bit more like the historical wonder of the world that it is. So I stray a little farther from Beijing and head to a place called Watertown, which I'm told is a great base for more exploration. I had a really fun morning actually at the Great Wall of China, although my legs hurt right now. We are now at Watertown, just outside of a different section of the Great Wall of China. Our hotel is here, and we've just come through the gate, and already it's just super beautiful here. I mean, let me flip you around. Okay, so Watertown is a bit theme parky as well. It was built as a sort of manicured replica of an ancient Chinese village.
A spot for tourists to feel like they've stepped back in time to a world without traffic noises. It's nice, even if it's a bit of a manufactured experience.
We got in here kind of late, so I wouldn't say I'm scrambling looking for a photo. I'm kind of scouting. I'm scouting and hoping I run into a photo on my way. But I have seen a tall pagoda, tall building that I would like to put in my frame somewhere. So that I'm heading in that direction. And if I get a photo, I get a photo. If not, scouting is my excuse.
As I walk, I'm worried. There are so many places that are really cool to the eye, but just don't seem to work in photographs. With my tripod on my shoulder, I occasionally stop, set up a shot, and take an image, dislike it, and then move on.
Okay, I found a spot. I don't think it's perfect, but it's the best I saw so far. It would be good if there was a lot of lights on, and maybe they will turn on lights, but you've got this bridge, you've got the tower. What are towers like this called? Somebody tell me in the comment section. Pagoda? Is that a pagoda? It's a temple. I don't know what it is, but you've got these stone houses along here and some reflections. Unfortunately, the sky is boring, so I'm going to wait for blue hour and really hope that I get some light in these buildings. If that happens, could be a cool photo. If it doesn't happen, could be a cool location for a photo in better light. But this is a cool place. I'm gonna flip you around and you can see, like, over there, you've got some like beautiful buildings. There's looks like a temple up top there as well. There's definitely some photos to be made in this area, maybe with a little bit more time.
I feel like almost all YouTube photographers do what I'm doing right now. We make excuses for our average photos because we're worried you're not going to like our work. But usually, when we get home, we're pretty happy with this stuff. I'm happy with the photographs from here in Watertown, actually. What do you guys think? Around 4 in the morning, I was off again. I'm headed onto a section of the Great Wall of China I'm told is awesome for photography, and I'm beyond excited. This is definitely one of my bucket list photography destinations.
I forgot my Osmo, so I'm hand holding on the DSLR. Actually, the mirrorless. We have started to climb up a different section of the Great Wall today to try to find a sunrise. Not a massive climb, but a serious 15 minutes straight up the steps. And that's our goal for sunrise, to get up there. And already the views are just insane.
I was worried the Great Wall would be a bit of a tourist zoo, but it turns out that if you go up when sunrise is 5 in the morning, you basically get it all to yourself. I perched up in a window of the wall and waited for the sunrise to start punching through the clouds. Then, I realized the window in the wall itself was a great photo. Without my Osmo, I kind of forgot to film. But the photos from here came out really cool, both at the top and on the way back down to the car. In the afternoon, it was rainy, and honestly, with such an awesome morning, I considered skipping the wall in the afternoon. But I mean, how often do you get to photograph the Great Wall of China in your lifetime? So I hopped on the cable car from Watertown and floated up to the top.
I'm 2 for 2 now for getting my gimbal, and I really hope that I didn't lose it somewhere. I'm probably just not getting enough sleep. So back on the DSLR without a mic and climbing up to another section of the Great Wall of China. And it's a little bit steep, and I'm hoping the views are as good as this morning, because this morning was just special. It was so cool from up there. But this is a bit of a more touristy area, so Probably won't be as quiet as it was this morning. Whew. Yeah, let's climb.
In the haze and rain I stepped, and each step I felt a little bit more hope. It seemed that off in the horizon things were getting lighter, and off towards that horizon is exactly where sunset is supposed to happen.
Okay, I made the hike up. It wasn't so bad. But it is pretty windy up here. So I've decided to hide out in one of these watchtowers. You can see me. And behind me, you have these really beautiful views of the wall kind of meandering up, and then some dissipating, lingering clouds up in the distance there. So I'm just gonna set up my tripod in this window away from the wind, probably with a long lens, 100 to 400, and just capture this twisting bit of the wall up into this sky that I don't think we're gonna get sunset, but there is some hope. I see some color in the high level clouds, so I'm still hoping that maybe that happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't happen. Yeah, this is a bit of a scouting mission to the Great Wall of China anyway, so I can consider this scouted. I know this is an epic location and I can come back here when the conditions are better, but I'm still hoping the conditions pop off. So let's get the camera gear out.
See, I'm doing that again, lowering expectations because I'm self-conscious. But it seems to work. Just as I set up my camera, the light starts to kick off. An orange glow blankets the landscape, almost making it look unnatural. Then, just as I begin to step away, the light gets even crazier. So I grab my wide-angle lens. It just doesn't seem to stop.
Okay, so behind me is some of the coolest light I have seen in a really long time. And unfortunately, I just don't have a composition to make anything of it. I took some photos, wide angle, handheld, but you've got the Great Wall of China with you. You want to photograph the Great Wall of China with this light, but yeah, crazy experience. This light was just unbelievable. From gray skies to that. Crazy.
What a perfect end to this scouting mission, photographing the Great Wall of China.
So I would say this was a success. This short little scouting trip of the Great Wall of China was a success. I had way more fun than I thought I was gonna have. My first time in China, I was here for like 3 months, about 13 years ago, is when I started this channel. That's crazy. And on a future video, I want to talk about the differences I've seen from 13 years ago in China to now, because it's been a massive difference. And I think that's going to be cool to show you the videos from the past and talk about that experience. So I will see you guys there on the next video. Peace.